In 1896, work on the railway began. A British railroad camp and supply depot for the Uganda Railway was built in the Maasai area in 1899. After independence, Nairobi grew rapidly, and this growth put pressure on the city's infrastructure. A sewer system for the Central District was built in the late colonial period, and the first wastewater treatment plant was completed at Kariobangi, just east of the city in 1961, shortly before independence. A second wastewater treatment plant was commissioned in 1980 in Dandora, further east and further downstream on the Nairobi River.
Athi water is one of the 8 water service boards task structure for water and sanitation services in Nairobi City, Kiambu County, and Katanga Sub-County in Murang'a County. The NARSIP project aims to clean up the rivers in the city back to their natural state, where you can walk to the river and get clean water that you could use for any purpose.
And that something is the Nairobi River Rehabilitation and Restoration Sewerage Infrastructure Project, one of the most significant infrastructure projects currently being undertaken in Nairobi. The sewer relief tunnel, once completed, will create cleaner, healthier rivers in Nairobi. Ultimately, the project aims to eliminate pollution of Nairobi rivers and protect them as alternative water sources.
The environment was not conducive. Wachezaji wakicheza ball na kuta wakienda kuchukua bola makanyaga mafi, mkojo kule. So pia tabia mbaya kwa sababu ya wanafunzi wa shule, the male wanakuja kukojoa hapo, watoto wadogo wakiwa. So ilikuwa nuisance kwa community. Na pia story ya sewage system. Wakati wa mvua unakuta kuna plots zilikuwa zinafungulia sewage na kuja kwa kiwanja. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa challenge sana kabla the abolition block ikuje.
Yenyewe kama masoko tulikuwa na shida sana juu kitaka kujisaidia lazima utembee huko ndani ya soko, na yenyewe ni mwendo mrefu na labda iko matope. Kama mwingine anakuja kama amekaswa sana, labda ni customer, na ukimwambia pahali choo iko anaona hiyo ni mwendo mrefu. Mwingine ametoka ndani ya gari amekaswa, na badala ya kukimbia huko anakimbia ndani ya uwanja, najisaidia hapo.
With support of NARSIP project and also with support of the WASIP program by the World Bank, we have managed to increase the wastewater treatment capacity in the city from around 130,000 cubic meters per day to about 200,000, that is quite an achievement. We have laid an additional trunk sewer system from the original 177 kilometers to now about 300 kilometers of trunk sewers. The NARSIP also has laid about 40 kilometers of lateral sewers that now help to enhance connectivity of the various plots of various developments. And so the impact in terms of improving the environment in Nairobi City is quite huge, because we are now able to collect more wastewater, and we call upon everybody to ensure that their waste is channeled into a sewer rather than to the river.
Relationship between the government of Kenya and the African Development Bank is guided by the country strategy paper. And at this particular time, during 2008 and 2012, we had a country strategy paper for Kenya, which had identified this particular program as very, very top priority for the government of Kenya. So based on that, then we did an appraisal, and also the project was fitting very well within the bank's integrated water management strategy and also the medium-term strategy at that particular time. So we developed this project together, and it was approved on 6th March 2010. Well, I think the project implementation has gone on quite well. All the components have been completed, and what is remaining is only one small component at Kariobangi. Otherwise, all the other components are completed and in use, and I'm sure the Nairobians are now benefiting from the services.
Based on the Nairobi Master Plan for Sewer, Sanitation and Drainage, Third Nairobi Water Supply Project, the Government of Kenya in partnership with AFDB through AWSB has implemented the first stage program, Phase 1 and 2, on the rehabilitation, extension and duplication of the existing sewerage system.
In order to achieve the increased coverage of sewerage services in Nairobi, the present project has incorporated the construction of about 100 kilometers of mainly trunk sewers. Trunk sewers are the very large sewers that run along the river banks and transmit the sewage from the consumer of the water by gravity to the treatment works, with a few lengths of reticulation, smaller diameter sewers. We constructed 11 new anaerobic ponds. These are large ponds, approximately 120 meters by 80 meters. And we also constructed this pumping station that you see here behind me, which pumps the sewage from the queue system to the inlet works of the Ruai sewage works. We also had a component with the construction of 50 ablution blocks in the low-income estates. And the ongoing contract, which is nearing completion, is the full and total rehabilitation of the Kariobangi sewage works, which is the treatment works constructed just before independence.
Generally, the plan for the city is, for now, the wider city envelope is to ensure that we have an integrated drainage master plan which will guide the wastewater infrastructure development for the next up to the year 2040.
The sewerage tunnel will intercept the sewage before it enters the river, preventing the tidal river Nairobi from being polluted with untreated sewage, and allow the capital sewer system to continue to serve Nairobi for at least several decades to come. Over 72,000 households are expected to have access to sewerage connection, and over 10,000 households to have access to improved sanitation through provision of 50 public ablution blocks in the informal settlements.
Through the NASIP project, we've been able to construct 50 ablution blocks within various informal settlements in Nairobi. We've been able to expand the sewerage treatment plant at Dandora. We've raised the capacity to 160,000 meter cube per day from 120,000 meter cube per day. We have also rehabilitated Kariobangi wastewater treatment plant and restored it to its original capacity of 32,000 meter cube per day, because it was operating at 12,000 meter cube per day following various breakdowns of electromechanical parts. We've also planted trees as part of the project. We planted 25,000 trees within the various river basins, and the purpose was to secure the well leaves along the river valleys where we were laying our trunk sewers, and also to improve the environment. Nairobi Sewerage Improvement Project is a big plus to the residents of Nairobi, because by increasing the sewerage network, we've made more people be able to access that vital service that they need. As we speak now, people have already started connecting into the sewer system, and they're already enjoying the benefits of this project. And the uptake has been good. The people on the ground have said that they had been waiting for this kind of service for a long time.
since hii kuje imehelp ease the congestion in the public toilets. So ina cater all these people from the market, from the people who are going to up country. On my side, I can say it's like an income generating project, because at least I can be able to pay rent, I can be able to fend for myself, at least, and life goes on. So I can say it's an improvement.
At least watu wana access hapa kwa kiwanja, at least hata kama siku clean in terms of makaratasi, lakini watu wameacha kufanya open defecation, so at least imeleta change. Pia hizi maplot zimeacha kuweka drainage kwa kiwanja wakati mvua inanyesha, so at least environment pia inakuwa safe health wise. Ime create employment kwa youth wetu. Kuna wale kadhaa wana access hapa, wanapata ile token kidogo wakishafanya kazi. Pia tuna football teams ambazo pia zina youth. These football teams it was a struggle because they are run individually. As per now tunaweza sema tumepeleka wachezaji kama 6. Tumeweza kuwanunulia hizi ndoors, uniforms na nini kutoka kwa ile pesa tunapata hapa. Then tunaweza kulipia pia hizi team token tu kidogo waweze kucheza the leagues that they play, na pia wana access hapa in terms of kuoga. Kuna watu wadogo ambao cleanliness pia wanaoga hapa bure na such stuffs.
Yeah. Watu wote wenyewe wanafaidika kwa sababu bila hapa hakuna choo ingine hapa na huko mbele. Ni hapa tu ndio wao wanaenda. Wakitoka kwa nyumba ni hapa. Wenye wanatoka kazi ni hapa. Sasa wanafaidika wote hapa. Na kwa manufaa yangu mimi tena imenisaidia kwa sababu kama singekuwa na kazi Nairobi ni ngumu. Huwezi ukaishi bila kazi. Sasa hata nami nashukuru kwa hii project.
Sana sana hizo choo vile sasa zimejengwa zimetusaidia kwa upande wa kuoga, kwa sababu kitambo hazikukuwa hizo mambo na shawa. Watu wengi walikuwa wanatumia kuoga kwa nyumba, ama unatengeneza kama uko na place kubwa kama hapa hivi kwa kona hivi unatengeneza place yenye utaoga, na unaona hiyo si poa. Sasa vile ili kuja kaanza kutengeneza shawa, sasa imesaidia watu wengi sana na upande ya kuoga pia.
We are proud that at least they were able to complete the project in good time and within budget. So for us, I think we are happy to work more with the government so that we can improve services to the wananchi.
What encourages me a lot in this particular project is to see, if I may call it, the before and after. The terrible conditions in some of the places where sewage flows through the streets in gutters, and hopefully in a very short time, once the connectivity is implemented, to see those children playing next to clean streams of water, swimming in the river if it's safe, in clean water. The satisfaction that brings to me is indescribable.
What I would expect everyone to see is a clean city. A clean city with clean rivers, where you can walk to the streams and you find you can see the water, clear water. You can do recreation activities along the river courses or on the riparians. We have trees and greenery all along our rivers, and that we are safe and feel good to at least go and enjoy that what God has given to us as Nairobians.